gentlemen, welcome to the Pinpoint Law series today too. As you know that we've been giving you proper interpreted laws on our previous videos, today is another day that we are here to give you another episode of the Pinpoint Law series. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel and hit on the notification bell so that whenever we drop a video, you are going to be the first person to get that video. So today, our main topic for discussion is the concept of natural justice. And your host for today's program is your favorite Emmanuel Landborn, of which he is, or I am, a level 300 law student of the University of Professional Studies, the Law Students Union. I'm also a member, and then who happens to be the Justice of the Superior Court of the LSU of UPSA. And I am here with Awala Walter Anankatoti, who is the Chief of Staff of the LSU of UPSA, and then a Muta, a student litigant, and a junior partner of Arthur Brown and Associates. So today you are privileged to have somebody who has an in-depth knowledge on the concept of natural justice. So, Mr. Walter, hope you are fine and everything is actually going on.
Oh yes, I'm doing very well, and I would like to say that I really appreciate your time allowing me to actually share my insights on the Pinpoint Law series, and I hope that we have a fruitful discussion and an insightful one.
Surely, we are going to have a very fruitful discussion. So, viewers, this is the Pinpoint Law series, and subscribe to the channel as we dive into the various discussions that we have today. So, Mr. Walter, please, what is the concept of natural justice? When you talk about natural justice, what at all does it mean?
All right. The concept of natural justice, right, is a theory or a doctrine which is actually accepted by a Ghanian court. And so the concept of natural justice is to the effect that the Ghanaian courts are supposed to apply the rules of natural justice to ensure fairness and justice in the administration of judicial decisions, right? And so the concept of natural justice actually means that a person must be given the opportunity to be heard, and also that a person who has an interest in a matter, for example, judges are not supposed to be allowed to adjudicate matters when they have a personal interest in it. And so the rules of natural justice is actually in two legs. That is the principle of odi alteram partem, and then the rule of nemo judex in causa sua. So that is the meaning or the whole concept of the rules of natural justice.
Thank you very much, Mr. Walter, for addressing the concept of natural justice. So, had there been instances where somebody, as you earlier notified, that there are legs for, there are two legs for natural justice, that is the odi alteram partem and then the normal judex in causa sua. So I want to ask, had there been an instance where somebody had gone to the court to enforce something and then the person wasn't given the privilege to represent himself or be heard in the court of law?
Oh yes, thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel. I would like to say that the rules of natural justice is actually rooted in old age, or it has been there since time immemorial. And so you can trace the application of the principle of natural justice, specifically the rule of odi alteram partem, to the creation story, Adam and Eve, right? And so when Eve actually ate the forbidden fruit, right? When Eve actually ate the forbidden fruit, and then which actually means that they disobeyed God, right? God did not just go ahead to give them punishment. Hear their side, their own side of the story, right? And so basically the rule of natural justice in odi alteram partem says that before you actually give someone a sentence, you have to give that particular person the opportunity to be heard.
Okay.
Right? And the rules of natural justice has been incorporated into our Ghanaian constitution under Article 19 of the 1992 Constitution, which is to the effect that a person who has been charged of an offense must be given a fair hearing, right? And so the odi alteram partem rule, okay, actually gives the individual three benefits. The first is that before you would actually bring an action against someone in the court of law, the rule of order altering party says that you must give the person notification. You have to notify the person that he has been what? Arraigned before a court. And then 2, you have to give the person adequate time to prepare a defense.
I even feel like that one is 2 weeks in a civil procedure rule.
Yes. Yes.
2 weeks.
It's actually under the High
weeks.
Court Civil Procedure Rules 2007, right? CI 47, right? And so the rules of natural justice, especially the order altering pattern, actually affords the individual the opportunity to actually defend himself. And also the rule of order altering pattern also says that if you are bringing an action against someone, right, you have to be able to give the person the evidence you've adduced against the person, right, so that the person can actually come to court and respond to them.
Okay.
And so there has been a number of Ghanaian cases or a plethora of decisions whereby quasi-judicial bodies, when I say quasi-judicial bodies, I mean lower adjudicating bodies other than the court or the regular courts that we know, right, when they have the power to actually give decisions or adjudicate on matters, they are supposed to comply with the rules of natural justice, right? And so one of the classical cases in respect of the principle of order altering pattern is the case of Awuni versus Wayek, right?
Okay.
And in that particular case, Awuni and some other students who were actually students of the Notre Dame Senior High School, right, doing the WASI examination, actually their exams papers were cancelled because the WAEC actually alleged that they had engaged in examination malpractices, right? And so these students were not actually given the right to explain themselves, or they had the right to be heard, the reason why they actually did what they did. And so they actually brought the matter before the court, okay, seeking the court to actually quash the decision of WAEC. And then the court indeed actually quashed the decision of WAEC because WAEC didn't give the students the right to be heard. And that is the first part of the principle of natural justice, that you have to hear the other side.
Thank you very much, Mr. Walter. And this show is going on. So viewers, just subscribe to the Pinpoint TV and like, share, and then comment under the comment section for us to know what you think about this whole topic. So Mia Online Do is asking you that what do you need? What do you need? Mia Online Do is asking you what do you need? Do you need home appliances, electrical gadgets? Is it Masco? Is it Lenovo? Is it H or electrical appliances? Just pick their number, call them, or you can actually find them on miaonline.gh.com, and then you find them there, and then you just reach out to them, and then whatever you need, they are there to deliver safely for you. And then we take a quick commercial break, and then we come back to the show.